Cámara de Crimen que hay otra pandemia, la pandemia de los femicidios.
Han sido asesinadas 237 mujeres por razones de género.
Se hace necesario presentación con vida y casi nada más, ni una más, ni una más, ni una asesinada. Violador eres tú.
Me duele lo que me han hecho con mi hija.
Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Haiti, Honduras, Mexico, and Venezuela are among the countries identified as having the highest rate of gender-based violence. In 2022, the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean reported at least 4,500 women fell victim to femicide, averaging approximately one gender-related killing every 2 hours. However, this figure may underestimate the true extent of the problem due to significant unreporting. In the face of pervasive suffering, Latin American citizens are confronted with a pressing question. Why have they become increasingly vocal in demanding change and accountability to address the alarming epidemic of violence against women? In this video essay, I'll delve into the alarming rise of gender-based violence and explore how protest movements are harnessing the power of Artivism to combat the pressing issue. Join me as we uncover the reason behind the escalating rates of violence and examine the innovative ways activists are advocating for change through art and activism. In recent years, Latin America and the Caribbean have witnessed an alarming increase in gender-based violence. Communities across the region are posing significant challenges to the safety and well-being of women and marginalized gender identities. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, 25% of women in Latin America and the Caribbean have experienced some form of physical and/or sexual violence by an intimate partner at some point in their lives. This prevalence extends to intimate partner relationship, with 27% of women aged 15 to 49 having endured gender-based violence. The most common form of gender-based violence is femicide and intimate partner violence. Femicide is a killing of women and girls because of their gender. This represents the most extreme manifestation of gender-based violence and is a grave violation of human rights. IPV encompasses physical, sexual, emotional, and economic abuse within intimate partner relationships. It perpetuates unequal power dynamics between partners, and it is linked to societal norms and structure that condones or normalizes violence against women. While femicide and IPV are indeed severe forms of gender-based violence, it is important to recognize that other forms such as sexual harassment, forced marriages, female genital mutilation, human trafficking, and cyber harassment also contribute to the broader spectrum of gender-based violence. But what caused this epidemic of gender-based violence? The root cause of gender-based violence in Latin America is fueled by cultural norms like discrimination, sexism, and persuasive influence of machismo. Machismo perpetuates harmful gender roles, pressuring women into submissive positions while glorifying traits of dominance and control in men. Here's an example of how common machismo is in Latin America. In this instance, a Vice reporter conducted an interview with a group of men to explore their perspective on gender-based violence within their culture.
Yo fui criado al principio de mis años en un hogar donde mi papá sí le pegaba a mi mamá. En muchos hogares de nuestro país, El Salvador, hay muchas mujeres que son lastimadas, golpeadas, violadas, porque no tienen valor de irse.
Eso es normal. Aquí en toda Latinoamérica, desde el nacimiento, venimos siendo machistas.
These cultural norms, combined with economic inequalities and inadequate legal protection, create an environment where violence against women thrives. Until we tackle these root causes, ending gender-based violence will remain a daunting challenge in the region. In Latin America, a groundswell of activism, primarily led by women, is surging through the streets, demanding an end to gender-based violence. These protests manifest in diverse forms, spanning from large-scale mass demonstrations to intimate grassroots vigils. Along digital activism, artistic expressions, and acts of civil disobedience. However, Artivism stands at the forefront of these protests, as activists harness various creative mediums such as vibrant murals, dynamic street performances, and compelling installations. Through these artistic endeavors, protests convey touching messages that resonate deeply with the audience, igniting awareness and nurturing solidarity. By repurposing public spaces as canvases for social change, Artivism amplifies the voices of survivors and embodies collective actions against gender-based violence. Despite the various skills and methods, these protesters share a unified goal: to heighten awareness, demand accountability from authorities, and advocate for policies that uphold women's rights. Here are some of the most prominent forms of Artivism that has gained traction in recent years, encompassing mediums such as street art, performance art, digital expressions, music, film, and social media campaigns.
El Estado, los cielos, las calles, que teman los jueces y los judiciales. Hoy a las mujeres nos quitan la...
Yo lo que quiero es saber dónde está mi hija.
No está sola.
No está sola. No está sola. No está sola. No está sola.
From the powerful street performances of Chile Las Tesis to the captivating beach art installations in Brazil, Artivism emerges as a potent and transformative tool for resistance and resilience. It becomes evident that gender-based violence in Latin America is not just a statistic. It's a deep, entrenched societal issue that demands urgent attention and action. It's through the collective voices of survivors, activists, and allies that are creating change. With each protest, artwork, and call for justice, the movement against gender-based violence gains momentum, pushing back against the forces of oppression and inequality. In the face of adversity, Latin America stands as a testament to the power of resilience and collective action. As we listen to the stories of survivors and witnesses, the unwavering determination of activism, we are called upon to recognize our shared humanity and the urgent need to stand in solidarity with those who strive for justice.